Ah. Well, howdy, mainly. I got the old B-Rye Eager Beaver running, but she ain't running too eager because I forgot to hook up an oil line. I take everything round off this table that's making a ton of noise. What else? All right, that's better. Oh. Got a little YouTube in the background. Shocker. Luckily, everything is the same size. Oh, I gotta move you back. It's very quiet. It's nice. I haven't fired off anything yet. We'll start it, I'm sure. We gotta wait till it's later so we know the neighbors are sleeping and we can wake them. See a little angle of the dangle here. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Maybe a little elevation. Let's try that. A wee bit more. Turn her down a hair. Let's get this in place. All right, if I don't answer your chats very much, it's because now I can no longer see them. But we're gonna take this whole thing apart again. I'm getting good at it. Everything on these is a T25 Torx. I put it together the other day. I got it running. I got it half-ass tuned, but I forgot to replace the old oil line. So we're gonna take all of our screws out. Hopefully you can see what's happening. Ooh, this is the one. BRB, I need a ton of extension. So we got an Eager Beaver 2016 2.0 cubic inch of raw American horsepower. It had a tiny carb, I put a giant carb. What's happening there? Oh, that's probably the random one I forgot to put back in. There's no oil in it. Cap off. What did I forget? This one here. I think that's all I need to do. Maybe, baby. Who knows? It's not like I just did this. Alright, I guess these pull start ones have to come out as well. High Country Homestead, hello sir. Ma'am, in Australia. Awesome. So, I don't know if you could see it, but that chainsaw right there, almost every video I find of it, it's in Australia. So you guys are doing something. Well, you're doing a lot right, but I have one friend from Australia. I met him in line at Disney, out of all places. His name was Simon. And still friends on Facebook, if that means anything. Okay, get that out of here. How about now? Oh, I'm staring right at the problem. Terry C, hello. See when you rush things for people, you forget. Let's see if we can stop that spring from flying out. Okay, sadly, I gotta pull all my fuel lines off again, but whatever. We know where they go now. So this saw came not running. It has a bent bar, so I have to see if he wants a new one. But if not, I'll just sharpen it and send her on her way. Kill switch is unhooked. Since these are new, we're gonna remember. All right, guys, remember carburetor was on top. Hi, Susan. I apologize. I'm not up with everybody's name. I go by your YouTube name. But thank you, dear, for clarifying. If you didn't, I would have kept saying it. Why do they always gotta fight you? Australia is one place I would always wanted to go. I had a teacher, I believe in the 80s, hitchhiked completely around Australia. Because supposedly, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys encourage hitchhiking. Where we live, it's used, they tell you it's a serial killer. So, oil line. Let me get you up close and personal. There's supposed to be a line from here to that pump. If pump is right there. There's a little nipple for it. So, it's not. I'll show you what happens to these lines when they're old and neglected. Even though this is full of oil, it just splits. So, this is an easy one. I don't know if there's any in there. I'm going to need my old flashlight to look. But, clean that stem off, get some schmutz out of it. A can of Giggle Juice. A little bit of Giggle Juice. I'm running out. I need a sponsor. I need a sponsor for card cleaner and brake cleaner because I spend a lot of money on it and I never charge for it. And by charging, I mean I make people pay for parts. I'm still too green at this to tell you to give me money. What do I need? What do I need? Flashlight. Got it. Found it. So, today on the TV, what do we have? Susan, I don't know why, but that comment makes me laugh. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. All right, there's no leftovers in there. There's a little piece of dried up hose right here. Shake her out. Whoa. Look at that mess. Okay. Fuel line, a whole lot of it. Same thing, you can put oil in it. Maybe. Just make sure my sizing looks good because it also uses the size of the hose as your seal. Ooh, this one's pretty. Pretty shiny. We just had a good thunderstorm roll through. I got the garage open. Letting that fresh, damp air in. That might be a little small. Yeah, we're going to go a little fat on this one. Easy trick. Cut it on an angle. We use a knife, so I can do this the right way. You call that a knife? What movie? Susan, you should know that. I don't call her a knife because I won't cut her up close. Give her a nice angle. A little spear tip. Take this little guy and slide it on through. I might need my fancy pliers for this. Susan, if it's beautiful there, it's probably hot. Uh-oh. If we can't get them with these, we're going to have to use a fancy tool. Come on, old girl, grab it. Oh, no, close, but so far. Pivot. Thank you. Great movie. I watched it so many times with my dad when I was a kid. And at least once a week he would probably comment about something from that movie. Usually you call that knife every time I needed a knife. He's probably laughing at me right now. Today's adventure, we built, me and the good son, little Matthew, we built a sandbox. Put some sand in it, but we didn't have enough, so we gotta get some more. I just need to grab this little. Ooh, where's my... Got it. I got the fix. 51, that sounds beautiful. It's 77 in the garage right now. What do I need? Oh. Surgical pliers. This will do it. Mainly these little things. Just got the little lock on it. It's nice. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't, we'll cancel the live. Oh yeah, look at that. Inch by inch, row by row. Thank you, John Denver. It's like a little snake. All right, get enough so that once it's in, it'll lay down in the oil tank nice. That should be enough. Just the tip. Filter. Where did I put the filters? Did I put them away? I think I put them away. Come on, let's walk over to the dirty bench. Tyler Kelting in the house. The pleasure I have tonight of all of these viewers. Look at this dirty bench. Oh, since mainly mentioned borescope and it's just sitting on the floor here and a can of 2-stroke and oh, box sweat. Let's turn this bad mamma jamma on so you guys can see what's going on with this old gal. This is the one that I see in Australia. So, which way is this facing? Not the right way. Which way's up? Over. Okay. This, okay, I don't know if you could see what, pistons should not look like that. That's not a good sign. It runs, but that is a bad piston. Let me see if I can hold this. Don't worry, I'll get you focused. I'm just trying to pull it so I can get the piston to drop. Okay, but cylinder walls look pretty good. They're still shiny if you can tell. Piston, not so much. Let's see if we can get some focus here. God, swinging how many cameras tonight? And trash. Not good. Oh well. Back to your regular scheduled program. If you guys need metal gas cans, go buy the Viver ones. They're great. They're cheap. These plastic ones, I go up to see mainly off-grid. 3 of those is like the same amount of space the regular 5-gallon ones pick up. So, does anybody know what we were doing? Frothing. Wow. I worked with this real cool guy. He built a, I guess it's a cage, frisbeers. Is it a cage you're holding your hole for golf, froth? This guy I worked with built one out of a garbage can, a bunch of chains. It was worth it. I wonder what happened to him. He's probably some pro YouTuber or something. All right, filters. Who's got the filters? Where did I put them? I thought I left them out. I guess I didn't. Somebody could drop a oil filter off. That'd be great. Hello? O-rings, don't need those. Drill, don't need that. Where would I have put filters? God, I lose everything. Let me grab a random filter I got. Ow. That one looks hungry. All right, found a filter. It's a little big. I had brand new filters for this. I put them in this box over yonder. I didn't. Are they in this random bicycle helmet? No. Do you guys know where I put them? Take a guess. Let's go for another walk. See if we can. Here's an old Craftsman somebody wants me to fix, but didn't give me all of the parts. So I don't know. He said if I don't fix it, I can keep it. And by keep it, I'll probably throw it in the garbage. Ooh, what's down here? These look promising. Never mind. It doesn't. What is this also? Another carbon negator. Oh, that's for the Sears. Good thing everything's nice and organized. You know, I found this box and I was specifically going to put filters in it. I didn't. Why? Because scatterbrain. I keep coming back over here like they're going to appear. And if they do, I'm going to be scared. I usually put all of them up here. Aha. This is the one I was looking for. But this might be too tight of a micron. Let's see. But I know this one fits, and it's what came as a replacement for this. Oh, God, I almost dropped you. We're all over the place. Sorry. Take some Dramamine if you're getting seasick. A lot of things are happening here. Okay. Just bad Mama Jam on there. Okay. Thank you, Tyler. We're going to take the old hemostat. Feed her on in. In there real nice and good like. Nothing's bound up. It's plenty deep in the tank. It'll pick up from the bottom of the casket. See if we can really leak this thing in there. What do you think? Up. The wife is here. Dun, dun, dun. Don't do anything stupid, guys. She'll yell at me. She won't. She's a sweetheart. All right. So you won't be able to see that, but I could see it. It's in there plenty good. That's all. Now, this has to get cut to length and inserted. So, watch this cool move I'm about to do, because now I just had the sudden impulse to start screaming, "I am a surgeon." I won't. I'll spare you. I am a surgeon. Look at this. Scalpel. Just mark the cut zone. Congratulations, it's a boy. Okay. repaired. No more bleeding out. All right. What's next? Somebody tell me. Put it back together. Don't lose the spring or your throttle will get stuck wide open. Ask me how I know. Throw this in the garbage. Miss the garbage. Don't worry. It'll get swept up whenever I decide to sleep in here. Have a sip of a cold beer. I don't know why, but I don't drink very often. But for some reason I said I'm going to have an ice cold beer tonight. It's Saturday. I was in the garage till 1:30 yesterday. So, what's next? My housekeeper will sweep up the floor. So I'm going to sweep up the floor. Flip her back up. We're gonna have to start this to test it. That's gonna be my excuse of why we're starting chainsaws. It's only 9:31, so this is early for me. This piece. Don't worry, I'm gonna take this apart ultimately one more time. Once everything is functioning and it gets some test cuts in the wood. That way I know it's clean internally before I give it to them. Mainly, I love it when you speak sweet nothings to me. All right, put these on the right way so it starts and you don't look like an idiot on live. Although that might have already happened. But here we are, 11 lines. So, fuel lines. The back of the carb go on top or bottom? Do a little test. Which way is, okay. So, gas tank goes to the long line because that's the return for when you prime it. Up. Hemostat, doctor. Can you see what's happening? If you can't see, you gotta say something. You can't just leave yourselves hanging. This is not a professional chainsaw. Yes, it says McCulloch, but no, it is not considered a pro saw. This is a homeowner model. It's plastic. It's not really made by McCulloch. McCulloch was bought out by Black & Decker. Started making things out of plastic. Real home lights, like mainly Off-Grid's 360, that's a man glitter maker. That is a real chainsaw in the sense that it's not made out of plastic. But plastic works, I guess. All the new saws are plastic. They're lighter, they're easier, but they're not as cool. And they're quieter, which is also not as cool. If we can get 10 likes, I want everybody to list their favorite Disney movie. That's a big question in my life. I only got 3 of you in here, so step your game up. All right, everything. Oh, see, we would have had catastrophic not runnage. You gotta hook this thing back up, guys. Come on. Yes, a dinky chainsaw. It ain't like these man saws up on the wall. Dinky. I should put, instead of eager beaver, just put like dinky beaver. That kind of sounds kind of bad though. All right, let's see if I can remember how this goes. That looks like it would go there. This looks like it might fit over yonder. Yeah, that's doing stuff. And trigger what? Bop, bop. All right. Make sure we don't pinch off any lines, any wires. Flashlight. I have Husky and Steel. I only own. Let me look at the wall of saws here. The 3 Skittle-looking ones. Those are Chinese made, Chinesium. The 2, the next red one is an old Craftsman. The 2 gray ones are old Craftsman, and there is a Black & Decker McCulloch. It's weird because my finger here looks good, but by me it's not. The Echo 490 up top, Chinese knockoff, but it's got to be good because its name is Extreme Power. Steel 024, Steel 261. Nope, MS 260. That one. Steel 029. This side. That's my only Husqvarna. Husky 137. That I'm waiting on a ported muffler to come in because I didn't start trying to make my own mufflers yet. That's made by JCPenney, also Poulin. Homelight Easy, Homelight Super Whiz, Garbage Poulin, Cool, another one of those, Husky Easy Automatic, and another Husky Easy Automatic. And then a Steel 08S. I hope you're feeling better, Susan. That sounds like a miserable thing to happen. Okay. All right, we're going to get into a serious conversation. I love gas chainsaws. Why? They sound cool. If you don't use them all the time, if you're not a pro, even the pros are switching, but if you use a chainsaw once a year, dead spider. Buy an electric one. A good electric one. I have personally owned 21 chainsaws. It's not an addiction until you hit 30. I ChatGPT'd it. It said I'm good. My wife, she says otherwise. 21 chainsaws. That's it. I don't want to hear it. That's barely a lot. Am I forgetting anything, guys? I hope not. Throttle still moves. We're in business. Get one of these together so it holds my trigger in. Don't over tighten it. Don't uggy-duggy these things. It's just cheap plastic. Yeah. Extreme Power. I don't know. I haven't. We should start it. I don't even know if I've started that one yet. I just bought that and two other saws in the same. Did I buy those in the same day? My wife would know because I think I brought her with me. A wife that lets you buy chainsaws, a wife worth keeping around. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll start it. Screw it, right? We'll get this thing running, idling. And then we'll get the Mole Power or Extreme Power. It might be an ER at the end, but it should be A. Oh, the Steel Easy Starts are... I've used one once. Went to a friend's house, brought my big saws. He said, I have my father-in-law's saw. So I said, let's give it a rip. And I pulled it like 4 times and I had no idea what was happening. I thought it was broken. And I said, hey, do you want me to look at this? I'll fix it. And he said, what do you mean? So I Googled that saw and I learned that Steel has an easy start. And yes, they're very easy to start. You just wind up the spring and it starts. It's a great idea. I'm glad somebody's... I don't know if the other saws have that yet. I ran big Husqvarna saws, or Husqvarnas, but I think I got that one to start. I got that not running. It's now running. I had a fuel line issue. The piston on it is corroded on the top, like it had water in it, but we'll see. Over tighten. Those are all in. This is my last. Nope, that one's in. Double stacking. In. Okay. Extra parts. That means we made it better. Pull start. How does this look? Looks good to me. Yeah, I was yanking on the easy start like it was. I mean, I didn't know any better that it was something called an easy start. But yeah, you pull it slow and it just every time. It's incredible. I hope it lasts. I don't know how new it is or how I'm no chainsaw saw expert. They're just a cheap hobby. Until you have 30 of them, not 21. Susan, that is the best reason to do things like that, to be honest. You got to do what you got to do. The world ain't going to slow down for you. So what kind of farm do you have? Is it just farm as an acreage or farm as in livestock? Let me hit some buttons here. I like my people blue. All right. 8 years. Hot damn. You know what always starts, and I'm starting to learn, is electric chainsaws. Let me angle you back here. If you look at mainly Off Grid's channel, that little $130 Neotech lost a race to an electric Milwaukee saw. I knew it was going to happen. I'm not sour about it. Electric's going to win with torque. But the purple one, come on, stop focusing my hand. Old purple here, Temu, $60, $56. Gas cap was leaking. Messaged the company. They never answered. Temu just said, "Hey, here's your money back. Sorry." Seller finally got in contact with me. I apologized. I said, "Hey, look, this is what Temu did. I'll be sure to buy something else from you." Rewind, got the borescope. Some of you probably already heard this story. Borescope never came. They sent me my money back. I said, "Send me another one anyways." They sent me another one. That never showed up. It eventually showed up. And over here, that was what I used that refund for. So that one only cost me $30. But those three, as far as I can tell without major teardowns, are identical except for skittle colors and shape. But motors and everything look identical. 50 acres cleared with sheep and cows, grow my own food. Oh, Susan, that sounds incredible. That sounds... Sorry, I just started daydreaming about living on 50 acres with nobody around. That would be my dream. My wife may not enjoy that so much. But that sounds incredible, to be honest. I'd enjoy it. Maybe, can we come visit if we come to Australia? I'll help you on the farm. All right. Does anybody else remember does this still work? Yep, that still works. Where else did I take screws out of? Here. I don't have an air filter for this yet. I need to order one. Why do I have 2 extra? See, you guys forgot. We got to put these in. That sounds beautiful. I also didn't know until a few years ago, Australia is a very hard country to move to. The only reason I know that is many moons ago, I worked at a pizza place and our main competitor wanted to retire. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The old owner of the pizzeria wanted to move to Australia. That was his plan after he retired, and they wouldn't let him, which was pretty cool. Jocelyn, that is my wife, if anybody knows. That's the good wife to the good dad. If Jocelyn, you're still watching, we should go to Australia. Mainly Off Grid. You're coming with us. Okay. Give me, all right, we're going to a vote. I need at least one person watching to start this. Oh, great, look, we have 6. All right, let's fire it up. I had this running before. It's not hot, but it may just start. Oh, let's do this. Put some Earl in it. Baby funnel so I don't make a mess. Some Earl. Okay, this is the big test. Is it all going to leak out and is it going to pump? Drink up, little Padawan. I don't know how much this holds. Oh, guess what? It's full. Let that drip dry. This is just waterproofing for the plastic, you know. Now I'll never know if it leaks. It's just gonna dump it everywhere. Okay, new cap. Found them on eBay. This was missing a gas cap when I got it. I wasn't gonna fix it unless I could find a gas cap. I did, so I fixed it. Shine her up. Look at that. That looks better than new. It's used. Okay, no major drip spills that I can see. What kind of, all right, is it like, do they look like American whitetail? Is it a normal whitetail deer? I don't know. What kind of deer do they have? All right, I need 1 thumbs up. There it is. Oh, put it back together. Stop. Okay, choke's on. No air filter, that's cool. It's clean air in here, I hope. Don't over tighten. Look at that, no extra parts. I'm gonna pull this off just so we can see if it's oiling good because I don't have a chain on it. Come on. All right, one more. Take this bar out. I wonder if you could see the bend in this bar. Let me see if we could do this here. She's a little crooked at the end. So, to me, that's junk. The person who owns this. All right. So I keep trying to read and talk, and I'm not keeping on track. I wish live would let you guys just talk to me. It's so much easier. Okay. So this, where are we leaking? Are we leaking or is that spillover? This is leaking. I'm gonna be upset. I do have the original cap, but it's kind of jank. That's tight. Here we go. Fire it up and let the horses sing. Let me get you over here, over yonder. Oh. If you're wearing headphones, take them off because I have to get this pump cycling and see if oil comes out of this little hole. Oh, we got Earl. Oh, I broke it now. Okay. That's a win in my book. How's my lower half look? Good? Hog deer, oh, rounded ears. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm screenshotting this so I don't forget that. Yeah, so we got oil. So that one is basically done. It just needs a little cleanup. The carburetor, let me go get some fancy scientific measuring tools. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have my dress outfit on. I have sneakers with long socks. I had work boots on. All right, I got this fancy caliper here. Oh, maybe. Yep, we got numbers. I'm gonna leave it on millimeters, but I'm gonna pull this cap off. Do this so you can see. I ordered a carb for this. Turns out it wasn't the right carb, but it wasn't the wrong one. Oh, that's gone forever. Found it. I can't measure this too well, but I can tell you right off the rip how much different it is. It's significantly larger. I'm just going to go next to the butterfly. I got 17.5 millimeters. The factory one is, we'll call it, if I find dead center, it's probably 16. So 15.9 millimeters versus, and I'm not centered on this, 17. This is a much, in carburetor world on small engines, a much larger carburetor. It took some finagling, but she's on there and she started. I have video proof. So what I think that means, in my scientific portion of my brain, it's very small. There's not much in there, in that specific section. I think we need to gut the muffler, get some heat out of this thing, give it an inhaler. It's a fat kid and it needs to breathe. So, since you guys forced me to start it, is the same size? Oh yeah. Let's see what's in here. You guys forced me to start it. Now it's really hot. I'm gonna burn my hand. Ow. All right. How much air do I got? I don't know how much air I got. I might not need it. Oof, what time is it? Ain't 10 o'clock? Firing it up. 1 second, air compressor. I'll be back shortly. Good thing I got the garage door open. And, oh, Tom Normay's in here? Sick. You can hear the air compressor. It's only 9:54 and the garage door is open, so the neighbors will love it. All right, hi country. Thank you so much for coming. Susan, I will attempt to never call you sir again, as I am a gentleman, but I'll probably forget, so I'll apologize now. Yeah, he's still sleeping, don't worry. Okay, air compressor's off. Hopefully you can hear again. Don't lose these. Hot muffler coming at you. Oh, where we're going, we don't need this. So we have a carburetor that is 2 millimeters larger than what factory was. Good night, Susan. Thank you very much for coming. I greatly appreciate it. Get you up close and personal what's happening here. This is gonna be kind of a, you gotta look at things. Let's see something here. So right now, my only source of exhaust gases are these 2 ports. Is that enough? Probably not. Air in, air out is how you get more power. So if you reassemble this, kind of get an idea of what you're losing. It ends up ultimately being a lot. So here's your exhaust port in. Got that piece. Comes in like this. Nope. Comes in like this. Nope. Comes in like this. Yep. And then you got some little holes here. So what size are those? Not big. Thank you, Susan. Have a wonderful evening or night. I'm not sure what time it is in Australia. But this can get opened up. That's our final. So we're going to work backwards. That can be made bigger. Air in, we need more air out. These holes can be made bigger. Air in, air out. This screen will stay. This, after your screws are in, has these 2 tiny holes. Hey. HVAC-y. It's air movement. That's basically HVAC. So what we're going to do, we're probably going to drill some holes here just because it's easier and I get to use my drill press, which it's got a pile of stuff in front of it. So yeah. Drill these out, get more air coming through here. Not a ton. I'll just match here. I'll probably put 1, 2, 3 extra holes. Yeah, air, fuel. That's HVAC. So we'll drill out 3 new holes in this. Probably take the little die grinder. Take this screen off so I don't destroy it. It's just a spark arrestor. Do you need it? No. Do people want it? Yes. All right, so here's something that happens. See how clogged up? There's no light coming through there. We'll fix that too. Let me go get a torch. We'll fix it. That's easy to fix. If I was a MAP gas torch, where would I be? Okay. All right. Pair of pliers to hold this so you don't melt your fingers. Then you're going to take this torch. They're not terrible. You can still see light through most of it, but when you only got those 2 spaces, oh, look at that carbon burn off. Good thing there's no smoke detectors in here. Give her a little blast. Cleaned. Beautiful. I like my spark arrestors. Well done. What is on this brush? Is this something that's combustible? Probably. Look at that carbon, just gone. Barely got to touch it. I'm going to be amazed if I don't burn myself. So I'm barely hitting this. I'm just knocking off some burnt ends, but bang, look at that. Better than new. And that's how you clean a spark arrestor. She just flakes off, she'll be nice and clean. Put that over here so I don't melt my fingers. And if you want to know if it works, I don't know if you can see where the pliers were. Right there-ish. True professional, that's it. If you know what, if you want safety, that's my goal. Safety is a man's best friend, you know. You just look, pyrotechnics. Wow. That drill is hot. Okay. What should we do first? Let's get some drill bits. I got them on the floor next to me. I didn't even know I was going to do this. They were just making noise on the table, so I figured I would put them on the floor. Let's say this is a 3/8. Yeah, close enough. 13 32nds, 25 60/4. That's the one. All right. Let's go over to the fancy brand new drill press. And by fancy brand new, ooh, what's happening on TV? Who is that? Ah, 24/7 four-wheel drive. They're in Australia. I should have asked Susan if she's ever watched them. Here's my old yes welder. Wes Yelder. Mr. Thomas Normay told me, hey, you should buy this. And I bought it. And I like it. What the hell did I do last time on this? There's copper. Who knows? Who cares? All right, there is a beautiful... This has got to be a 22 model. It's old. Oh, look at this. You guys are up close and personal. Oh. I forgot to get the Bluetooth cord for it. Nope. A grinder and paint will make you what you ain't, bud. Oh my God, we got things falling. Make sure when you're using a drill press, you have nothing dangling in front of it. Lamp on. All right, so we're going to be very precise with this. Make sure this is perfect. Thanks, Chuck. Snug her up, hang her up so you don't lose it. And that looks like the middle, right? We'll go to this side so she sits flat. Wow. Oh. Get that out of there. Look at that. 2 more. As you can tell, I have measured these perfect. They're precise, right where they need to be. Whoa! Bazinga! Let's try that again. Let's not lose a finger, all right, boys and gals? There she is. Flip them on over yonder. Punch that thing right out the back. Okay. Here we go. Little parkour over that. There's our first set of holes. That looks factory. If the factory was bad. Oh, let me bring it back down. Going for a ride down Periscope. Take your old dentistry tool here. Oh, got some plastic on there. Got my safety squints on, so metal savings can't get in my eye. Just pulling these burrs off. You know, it'd be really nice right now, the Milwaukee M12 die grinder. Okay, good enough. Good enough for union work. All right, muffler. What else do we have to do? I think we got to make these holes bigger, right? Another air tool. All right. The Whiz Wheel 9000. Little wizard. Little Zimbabwe. Good thing I have this camp table in the garage, so I have something to work on. Yeah, I'll just start spray painting everything red. It'll probably run better. Red and orange. All right, so look, I'm gonna draw a perfectly straight line so I know it looks good. That was a nice straight line. Old guy hustle. Dave, how are you, sir? We're just in here making a neighbor pisser offer. So, ooh, it's 10:07. They're gonna love this one. All right, we're just gonna cut these holes out. You hold it in your hand. That way you catch the sparks for testing them. Look at that, custom broken. Dang, look at that. All right. Take that down most of the way. Rev her out real good. Okay. I'll be nice and use the die grinder so I don't cut too much through this. Just take that little end out. There's one half. Grab this over here and surgically remove. Look at that, look at that. All that airflow. Clean this up slightly. Better than new. If there's anything left in there, it'll pull it out when it starts up. Okay, let's see what other obstructions we have. We have a cooled off spark arrestor. Nice, beautiful. We got this oil filled muffler. Now I got brake cleaner on my leg. Luckily I don't have a cut yet. So let's put her back together and see what she sounds like. I wish I did a before and after for this. I appreciate you guys watching the live, but nice before and after this would have been sweet. So we just gave a fat Dave, thanks for coming in. But we just gave the fat kid an inhaler, help him run a little bit harder. He was wheezing. So we added 3 holes here. Cut open these little baby holes here. They were probably like a 3/6, not even 3/16. Let's see. 964. No, that's even too big. 1/8 inch holes. Probably about 10 of them. TD Knives. Hello, sir. We're just making the neighbor piss her off for 9,000. So generally I would remove these screens on mine. It depends on where you cut wood. Again, by no means am I a professional. I just like things to be loud. So yeah. Okay, this piece has to line up with those holes. This piece lines up with that hole. I'm doing this off camera so I can see, because you guys can't do this for me. Bark box. Yeah, I don't think I own any saws that they make a bark box for. Mainly Off Grid does, however. I think it's a 461 he's got. If he's nice to me, maybe I'll buy him one day. That'll be, I usually buy him outdoor kitchen stuff, but custom bark box. Yeah, this is like a woof box we're making right now. Or a Yelp box. That's what I'll start selling, woof boxes. There ain't so much of a bark yet. But let's get these screws in place. Kind of got everything to line up at once. There's one. There's two. There's three. That is a grand slam. 462. All right, I was close. That will accept the bark box. Oh, stay together here, people. Somebody come hold this while I screw this in. So I'm gonna have to retune this anyways. I had enough of a tune in it to test it, but I haven't gotten it any wood to get her dialed. But this should wake it up a lot in the noise department. Oh, there goes the drill bits. All right, I need one thumbs up to start this. There it is. We know it's getting Earl. Look at this nice garage. Anybody want a wheelchair? Let's get you the full effect on this. I'm bringing you down low. I might not rev this depending on how loud it is, but we shall see. Can you see that? Let's back up here. There we go. Oh, hold on tight. Oh, she's beefy. Nope, definitely needs a tune. It's like a leaf blower. Dang. Oh. And the kid's still sleeping, so we didn't make it loud enough. We can do one other thing and gut the bottom of that. Let's go look at that quick. What do you think? Should we open that up? Send a drill bit through a couple of them. You don't have to, but we made the rest of it bigger. We might as well. Maybe I could just get the die grinder in there. What do you think? Let's see. Yeah, this is B-Rise. He got his truck fixed. My neighbors gotta love this, right? If they watch my live, they would appreciate it. She's a little jumpy tonight. It's hot. She's unhappy. Craig's Cords and Coles. Cords to Coles. Just got back from a fair and a demo derby. What state do you live in? We don't really have good demo derbies. No, nobody was forced. I coursed. Oh. Should I demo? All right. You know how there's like Beyblade things? Should we demo derby chainsaws? Just get old cheap chainsaws and throw them in the ring with each other? Like put both of them with straight fuel in it and see how long it lasts. I would destroy 2 saws if people want to see that. You know, being on a plastic table is really accentuating the sound of this. It's real bouncy. I should have put a different tip on it, but I didn't. So I'm gonna live with what I got. All right, look at that, custom. Should we start it again? Probably. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. All right, sounds cool now. It loves that. We took a lot of metal out of there. I gutted the whole muffler, but I told the people I'd show them the extreme power. See if it starts. Let me get you up right here. See if I can get this off the shelf without dropping 10 chainsaws on my head. Okay. This is intertwined here. That's intertwined there. Oh, it's getting sketchy. Oh, it's getting sketchier. It's getting real sketchy. Okay, we're home free. So, this is the extreme power. Hold on, let's change this. It's got a 22-inch bar, I believe. But this is a cheap knockoff saw. I bought this and the Poolin Pro, which is a throwaway. You know what? Let's blow up the Poolin Pro. I want to port that like too much and then just rev the hell out of it. So let's make this better, more better. Oh, yeah, let's do this right. Let's get the grease and stuff off. Oh, cool. That's how you know it's good when the paint comes off with brake cleaner. This is basically new, but all right, here we go. This is how we make it cooler. More power, baby. Look at that. We just added horsepower. It looks like garbage, but oh no, extreme power. Let's see. Let's put gas in this old girl. I just fixed up fresh 93. How does this smell? Oof. Whatever was in here isn't good. This is the old fire starting can. This is the old 2-stroke. And I dump out all my saws. Get me a filter. Let me angle you down. Maybe you guys can see what's coming out of this. It's probably mud. One of the Craftsman up on the shelf, when I dumped it, it was straight water. And it started. And it works. Okay, let's pull this gas cap out. Let me give the people what they want. Oh no, that's not terrible looking. But it don't smell good. Oh, there's the mud. Ew. Gross. Hopefully it never got started with that in there. Okay. Get that out of the way. Here's some Go Juice. Don't overflow it. Wow, that's a much bigger tank than I thought. Cap back in. So everybody knows you'll just spill it all over yourself like you normally do. This feels like a quality machine. This is definitely going to get a ported muffler. There's no room in that. Alright, how do I even run this one? That's my choke. That's on. Is there a throttle lock? Nope. That's why I got a hand. Come on, baby. The old tow hook. Chick Cannock taught me that. Ooh. Come on, baby. She's angry. Well, she's got life in her. I don't want to get too tired. See, that's because I changed it to extreme power. All right. Oh, that thing started. Should we start that? That doesn't have a muffler on it right now. You're in view for it, so let's see what happens. Just a little pop. I don't want to. This one will wake a kid. This one has a terrible piston in it, but I don't know which way choke is. Hopefully that way. So that thing has more scores in the piston than, I don't know. It looks terrible, but it fires right up. God, that is obnoxiously loud. Kid's still sleeping though. We did good. The neighbors? I don't know. But, ooh, my beer's warm. Yeah, it's not terrible. Hold on, I have a tool I haven't used yet. Greg, this is for you. I'm breaking out a new tool that I haven't opened up yet because I forgot that I owned it until you said that. See, this is why I never have space to work. All right, let's set you up here. The old silver bullet. Clean the table. There we go. Look at that, beautiful. All right, this old girl. We could even, let's stick the borescope in there since you weren't here for that earlier. Should I just start using pyrotechnics? Will that get me views? Spin this. Hopefully it focuses. Where the hell? Where do I stick this thing? This is why I had the muffler off. Let me see if I can get that thing to focus, because if that focuses, my camera will focus. Nope, that's the side of the cylinder. Everything's backwards while I'm doing this. I gotta drop that for a second, pull this up a hair. It's not pretty in there. The fact that they go over the rings, but we're gonna probably just keep running it. A new cylinder's cheap, but then it's not authentic. We got a scratch. Take the old pluggy out. It could have been. Could have very well have been. All right. Does this look right? That looks right. Feels right. Feels good. What about this one? Does that one fit? Does this just fit directly in there? Yeah, I have a compression tester that I've never touched. This is the first time she's out of the box. Can we take bets? Anybody want to take a guess on what the compression is in this thing? Is it over $120? Doubtful. She's old. But we're going to find out. Okay. We're at 0. I need a number up there, people. Give me a guess of what you think it's at. 130? I don't know what this sauce would be. All I was ever taught was, yep, 2-stroke. If it's over 100, you'll get her to start. Again, not a professional. 110. Okay. All right, we got one number on the board. We got 130, 110. Give me one more. 92. Ooh, that's a solid answer. All right, I'm going to leave this in view the best that I can. 145, honey. Crazy girl. All right, that's a lot of, oh my God. We got 150 PSI in there. I don't know how many times you're supposed to pull this. But TD knives 3 times. Set her back to normal. Here we go. Let me get her on a compression stroke. Oh, that wasn't a good one. She slipped. Doing this, I gotta do this on the floor. Hold on. I'll be back. 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 pulls. Got almost 130 PSI in there. Dang. I'm definitely not changing out this cylinder. We are good. Can somebody chat GPT how much compression a Steel 08S should have? This is like the world's largest top handle. It's filthy because I haven't done anything with it. But it's cool in the fact that, hey, this is what runs your oil. Your oil tank is separate from the whole saw, which I liked. It was cheap. I also liked that. And I learned that it has different attachments. You could put an auger on this. They make an impact kit for it, for a 1-inch impact. I'll never find one. They're harder to come by than probably anything else, but it's cool and it runs. So I may paint it to original specs, although it's not too bad. But I don't know. We're not there yet. Let me put this plug back in. Sorry, I got you on the table. It's awfully shaky. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to have to go soon because I'm at a whopping 11% battery. Give it a little wrenching down. Yeah, all right. So just so you know, every old saw, and when I say old, I don't mean like my little bit older Steels, these saws, and when that's running, the Super Wiz 66, I do run heavier oil in them. This has extra oil. And even my little spritzer, where's my little spritzer bottle here, you can tell by how dark she is. And then this is what I used to, it's very dark. But that tank is about 40 to 1-ish. I used a 50 to 1 Steel 2.5 mix. Where is it? Maybe Steel will sponsor me after this. The new fully synthetic stuff, which is supposed to be incredible. Oh, this has to get dyed black. I got to do that before I go up to mainly off grid. But yeah, extra oil is a great idea. What else do I have up here? Oh, the old Super 2. I showed this last time with the 2 triggers. Maybe if you do both at once, you get more power. But this, I believe, needs a carb. Actually, I don't even know if this needs a carb rebuild because I haven't tried to start it. It's common reoccurrence here that I evidently don't need to rebuild anything. That home light started last live. Yeah, I think it was that one. That one I don't know if I've tried. That one I know has no spark, but I'm gonna put one of the old Witch Doctor thingies in it. One of these little Bad Mama Jammas. Get rid of the points. That's what I did on the Sears that's on the shelf over there. But both of these are getting exhaust done like the Neotech has. One of these will probably stay up and mainly off grid. Probably the blue one. The purple one's my wife's. Or maybe, I might leave the Neotech. She's old. But that'll live in my camper. This, I just redid the duckbill on it. I never knew. I don't know if anybody knows, but no means am I a professional. But I put a new vent on there because when you rev that thing out, it would soak you in gasoline. But yeah, this was given to me. It's really cool. It's barely been used. I got it running. This thing runs so hard. I'm gonna end up probably selling that. But I gotta get that in wood. That thing revs out. It's nasty, but yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's ladies left, thank you for watching. I'm going to put some stuff away because there's a lot of tripping hazards in here. And I've been meaning to do it, and I haven't because I've been on live with you guys. That Craftsman right there was given to me in pieces, as you see it, without extra parts, and said, just put fuel lines in it. I don't know. He said if I don't fix it to just keep it, but I don't know why I would keep it without all the parts. So maybe that's another one. Maybe we'll just put a dumb port on that because I've never done it before and see if it will start up after I'm done with it. But other than that, we're down to 10% battery, which should be the good cutoff. She ran, no muffler. You're welcome. We had some pyrotechnics tonight. We fixed some stuff. We might have broke some stuff. But I think I'm going to call it a quits. I appreciate everybody who came to watch. Say goodnight to all the saws. And as always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thanks for coming with the Good Dad. Good night, everyone.